Well, hello, dear colleagues, friends, and new members, and all the listeners who are here and live right now with me. And greetings to all of those as well who will see this presentation afterwards via YouTube. Hopefully, it will. Well, I'm doing all the best I can, so I will record this webinar, and hopefully, it will be uploaded in YouTube. So hello, everybody who is going to see that or who is viewing this a little bit more in the future. So please, somebody press plus if you hear me. Oh, thanks, Timo. Yes. All right. So let us continue. I will go behind the curtains. I will close the webinar, my facial view, and then we will continue only with the webinar, so you can concentrate more on the important topics and themes that I'm going to tell you about. So, what else? Wish you a pleasant evening with me here, and hopefully you will receive some new awesome news and inspiration that we are on the right boat at the right time and behind the screen. So a little bit about me. My name is Mihkel, and I have been investor and well a big fan and well inspired by this technology ever since I heard it. It was around 3 years ago when I well at first when I heard it I was so happy and my eyes went glazing, and then I started to research more and more about this technology to understand it more. That's what I'm recommending to you as well. If you're hearing this information for the first time, or well, you haven't heard a lot about it, but you are kind of getting it, if you know what I mean. So you're kind of understanding that it is great, but how great yet don't know. Then take a breath in, breath out, and start searching information, start asking the questions, because then will the answers appear. That's my recommendation for you. So welcome to the 21st century, and I think that's the main thing about this technology, that it is never made. Humankind has never made such technology. It has made maybe similar by Outlook, maybe, but if we are going to take a deeper look into the aspects of this technology, then we will understand that there is nothing similar at the moment to SkyWay, to our technology. And that's, well, there are many reasons why. So as Dr. Anatoly Onitsky, who is the creator of this technology, always says that we are approximately 10 years ahead of this, well, in this industry. All right, let's move on. Well, as you know, the visionaries, artists, well, actually, artists have pictured the world in the future. Well, always, well, not always, sorry, but have pictured the world like this, as you see on this picture, that we are humankind is traveling on the second level, and this certain picture is made more than 100 years ago by a visionary and artist who imagined the future in 200 years. Well, like you can see on this future, like on this picture, and well, we are not far from this world, because as you know, well, what I always like to say is that in most of the biggest cities there are already metros, subways under the underground. Then there is a very good infrastructure for the first level on the ground floor, so to say, cars, taxis, buses, trolleybuses, trains, and so on. But still the problems occur. There are still traffic jams, still different the accident rates are getting higher and higher, more cars are appearing on the streets, and that is why the only, well, the only real or possible solution where we could go is on the second level. And well, we see this future not in far away, but I believe in 10 years, in most of the bigger cities, there will be second level transportation solutions. And SkyWay, as Dr. Anatoly Unitsky always has said, that SkyWay will take at least 50% of this market. So we are in the right boat at the right time, and we can make right decisions for ourselves, for our next generations, children's, and so on. So, but more about that a little bit later. Well, yeah, as always already mentioned, people have tried multiple times in the past to rise above the ground with transportation, so it would be possible to go quickly over, for example, mines or rivers or forests. But all those past technologies are extremely massive. Honestly, ladies and gentlemen, those are extremely massive and expensive to construct. I have done several scientific researches, well, because I recently graduated from a Estonian only private business school, and there I had to do scientific researches, approximately 20 to 40 pages long. So I have done thorough researches about these technologies, and what can I say is that there is no technology that can cost less, for example, that is cheaper than SkyWay. But SkyWay, the vice versa, the SkyWay has much more benefits than all the other technologies. So it's cheaper and it has more benefits. So it's either way is win-win situation for us. And for example, this railroad was built last century in Germany, and this one in China, and it's still in use. But well, this train has wheels above it, on the roof, so to say. And comparing to normal ones, the only difference, the only difference is that it takes less space and nothing else. And this technology on the picture, well, this technology mechanism is based on chains which move the vehicles. So basically, as you see the arrows, the white arrows, they are pointed to the chains. Those chains move, and that's because of that, the vehicles also move. But SkyWay has the motor wheels inside the machine, so the road structure is still, but the vehicles move. So that's the main difference. And I believe you can see this in bigger, maybe ski resorts or so on. Yes, and here it is, SkyWay technology. All it's 5 currently, well, certified and ready technology models. Yes, Unibus, high-speed Unibus, Uniwind. You can see in the middle behind double Unibus. Then further away, up high, there is Unicar, and down below there is also Unibus. So there are many different Unibus models. And Unicars, now we know that we have also tropical Unicar, but more about that a little bit later. Oh, sorry, I haven't showed you any pictures. I saw pictures on my screen, but that's weird. So sorry about that, little mistake. But this one was the technology which shows how massive it is. This one was in Germany last century. This one in China. This one, the chains which move the wheel, the machine. And this is the picture I was describing you recently. Sorry about that. I don't know why the lag appeared. But yeah, now let's move on. And well, I said let's move on, but let's take a look in the past. So how it all started. So this man is Dr. Anatoly Unitsky. He is behind the idea of SkyWay. He's general director and constructor and inventor. He's an engineer and space scientist who already 1966 received his first award for flying successfully model rocket into the sky with one passenger. And do you guess who the passenger was? Or yeah, it was a mouse. And so both the rocket and the mouse came back well. There was a parachute that opened, and the mouse was alive. So it was a successful event, and Anatoly Unitsky received many awards for that as well. He was a schoolboy back then, 14 or 15 years old, so quite young when he started figuring out how to build stuff, so to say, inventions. And on his name is more than 150 inventions, more than 200 scientific work, for example, and more than 50 patents all around the world, and many more awards, which I'm going to tell you a little bit later. And this is, well, some of those patents, diplomas, awards, all of those can be seen as well in Belarus, Marina Korka, where he has a museum. On top of that, there is a station where well, I will show you a few pictures of that later. And this is his new website. I recommend all of you to go and see it with your own eyes and then read, because if there is any questions you would like to ask, then most of the answers are you can find on that website. And already back in year 1973, he published his first paper about SkyWay. Well, it was a scratch, so to say. And you can see this in the middle of this picture. And we can say that this can be one of the first marks of his idea to bring transportation system on the second level, above the cars, houses, roads. So he was quite young, more than 40 years ago. He already understood that where we are going. Brilliant mind, I might say. And on the left side of this picture, you can see a photo from the year of 2004. This is Russian ZIL war machine, which was the first demonstration truck, which was implemented with multiple different wires and measure equipment to understand how this technology works, or how his ideas will play out. And this war machine truck is possible to see in Eco TechnoPark in Belarus, which construction started already 5 years ago. I can't believe that it's already 5 years, but otherwise, in the other sense, we could if we think about it, that only 5 years ago we started from zero. There was nothing. There was only land, and this is a tank polygon. So where they did some demonstration and well, shoot out, so to say, when there was wartime, but it was basically nothing there, like a desert, like a desert in the tropical climates. It was basically similar situation in Belarus, and within 5 years we have managed to do quite a lot. So I will show you. Yes, this is the picture. And already 2017, the first certified models were, well, the first two models were certified, is the correct way to say. It was a Unibus and Unibike, which you can see on the picture. And this is a huge step for us, because, well, if you know a little bit about technologies, then you might have across the information that it takes approximately 5 years to certify one model car, so to say, not model car, sorry, but one car. So it takes 5 years from the starting point to the point where people can drive it on the road. So we did it within 2 years. So this shows how much pre-work has been done with the SkyWay. 40 years, as I said before. And then the Golden Chariot. This is a most precious award for Uniscan's SkyWay, since it's like an Oscar or like a Grammy for actors and musicians. And SkyWay, Jan Antonio Niski, together with SkyWay, has received it, and not only once, but more than once. And you can see all the awards as well on his website I showed you before. And now, 2 years ago, took place a grand event called InnoTrans. It took place in Germany, Berlin, and it takes place after 2 years. And SkyWay was it was one of the top or the main companies which received views or clamorous atmosphere over it. So it was a great and awesome event. And you can see the videos as well of this event from YouTube. If you if you type the InnoTrans 2018 SkyWay into the YouTube, you will find multiple different videos about it. And I recommend also to see it, because this is something which has never been done before. And this technology, this model on the picture, goes up to 500 kilometers per hour. Can you imagine 500 kilometers per hour? So if we have thought about, let's say there is 300 kilometers road to somewhere where you want to go, and you say, oh yeah, it takes approximately 3 to 4 hours when we think about Europe, but in Africa it takes approximately 8 hours, and in Asia, in different regions where there are mountains and very 40-kilometer average speed, then it takes 8 to 12 hours to pass 3 to 400 kilometers. So with SkyWay, it's possible to do with less than 1 hour. So I believe you can imagine how great this technology is. And the interior as well, you see, it is so elegant and beautiful. Well, and then the screens and the comfortness and the climate, so you can put on the warmth or the cold temperature inside, and the softness of the seats, and you can lower the seats, and well, it's brilliant. It's so good. And now let's move on. 2018, already 2 years ago, the beginning of construction of SkyWay Innovation Center started. So this is located on the territory of United States and Arabic Emirates University, which has tens of thousands of students, among whom there will be new specialists for innovative skyway transportation system as well. So they will school and teach there in the university about this technology, and there will be new specialists. So you can see the future is really bright. And the center will be the second demonstration and certification center for SkyWay. And this time it's in, as I said, in United Arab Emirates. The Sharjah is located approximately 40 to 50 kilometers from Dubai. So it's very near, next to Dubai Emirate. And there in Innovation Center, there will be multiple tracks. And first one is 400 meters long, which is already ready. And other tracks will be 2.5 kilometer long, and the first one of those 2.5 kilometer long tracks started recently. So congratulations to all of you as well. And there will be almost all the different models and even more. So for example, the sea containers, which you can see on this picture on the right side of this slide. There is both of those pictures on the right side, you can see there is a blue cargo sea container transportation system, and this will be a huge innovation, which is awaited by the governments and by the industries, because this makes it much more faster and convenient to take cargo from point A to point B And then I will tell you a little bit more about this later. But yes, there will be almost all the different models and even more. So it will be awesome. And why I said even more is because, as you see, these are real pictures. Up the three pictures on the upside, on the above. So there is on the left side there is me and my partner Heli. In the middle there is around 1 or 2 months later. Well, I was there until 1 or 2 months later. They had well implemented these strings to the post. What you can see, so this makes it really beautiful. And on the right side, there is a first ever built wooden house in United Arab Emirates. So never before has any company or every man in the history of United Arab Emirates built a wooden house there, but the SkyWay is the first company. So this also shows our great relationship with our our general engineer and conductor Dr. Antonio Inonitsky has with the government there. So it is brilliant. And 2019, this marks basically I'm holding my emotions right now because this was the date which made our hearts very warm and our faces very happy. And this brought a lot of new investments also into the project, because this basically says that there will be a 15-kilometer route in the center of Dubai, so which will connect all the different all the main points in Dubai with the SkyWay technology. So this is a huge step for us, and this contract was signed by Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktum, who is a Vice President and Prime Minister of United Arab Emirates of Dubai and United Arab Emirates, and he's a ruler of Dubai. So he's a great man. You can Google him as well, and you will see that he's I read a book about him when I was in Dubai, and it showed there was I saw pictures where there was only desert in Dubai, and he is the man who started building this great, well, how would I say, empire of what we see today there. He was the man who started it all. And last year also was held the premiere of Tropical Unicorn in Sharjah Innovation Center. This you can see on the picture. On the left side is Anatoly Lunisk, and on the right side is the Emir of Sharjah. So also very rich and powerful man. And this date marks, or this event marks the time when the track was ready to, so the Tropical Unicorn could start moving. And here you can see the Tropical Unicorn. Last year also is special because I believe you all recognize this man on the picture, at least who has seen some action movies. This is Steven Seagal. He's a famous actor, and he has a passion for all this green energy solutions and for the world overall. But he's also a United Nations Peace Ambassador, and well, our certification and demonstration park in Belarus was honored by him last year. And this year also goes to history because SkyWay was included among partners within the United Nations. Can you imagine? We are, SkyWay, we, all our investors, we are part of this family. We are the partners for United Nations. So, and basically this is meant for future projects, because as we know, the European and world directives, it's possible to read out from them that we're going towards smart cities where are only well, basically no CO2 production will be made. So only green energy solutions. Well, from the sun, from the wind, from different generators which can produce electricity that moves the vehicles, SkyWay vehicles, and there will be no CO2, which is actually awesome. And no other technology at the moment is doing this except for a few some car companies. And the beginning of the second phase, as I mentioned before, has started. This means that the first route, which was 400 meters long, is finished, and 2.5 kilometer long route construction has started. So there we'll see different models which need which are more heavier. For example, the sea container solutions for transporting sea containers, and many others. But well, after some months, we'll talk more about this, and hopefully we'll see already. Well, I have seen via Facebook and YouTube. I have friends who visited the place, well, the Sharjah Innovation Center recently, and made some footages of the track. So there are basically already the Metarian posts and Metarian anchor supports are placed. So it will be awesome when it's ready. And now a little bit more about the very recent news. So we have our own mobile solution now. So all of you who have Android, well, the telephones which are operating on Android system, so you can download the app and you can do all the necessary. Well, it has all the necessary functions for you. So basically, you can make investments, you can read the news, you can share information with your friends, and so on. It's really awesome. I hope you download it and you will take a look into it. And a little bit, well, it was kind of, well, I knew it might happen after the coronavirus and COVID-19 and all the pandemic started. It was quite understandable that this will happen. I hoped in my heart that we will go there. We can go there this summer as well into Belarus to see all the models ourselves and try with those again. But unfortunately, EcoFest is postponed until 2021. So until then. If you go to our back office, you can see this awesome video there. So go to skyway.capital and log in, and they open the news section, and you can see last week, I believe, was the news came out, or the video came out, so which takes us back to that time last year. It is really awesome to remind us again what we are doing here, and what we are helping with our support is something truly amazing. And now something very good question is that how to reduce the risk of breakdowns in the SkyWay transport, because this is asked a lot. So I will tell you about this a little bit more. And well, there has been released a new video about the work of the Functional and System Analysis Bureau of the SkyWay company developer, and the employees of this department perform several tasks. First of all, they analyze the potential transport system failures. They are processing algorithms for transport operation, and they are preparing the technical requirements. And one of the latest developments in the Bureau is the algorithm of the tropical unicars and Unibus, hydraulic system self-diagnostics. So I will say it again, hydraulic system self-diagnostics. So the algorithm is a sequence of actions by means of which a fault in the transport system can be found. And you can get more details about the work of the Bureau of Functional and System Analysis in the new video in our back office. So take a look. I recommend to take a look. And now, also happy news. This video I really much enjoyed because there were a group of students who recently visited our production facilities. And well, the students were from the Belarusian State Technological Institute, and they are specializing in 3D modeling and work with composite materials. And during the excursion, the students talked to the specialist of the enterprise and saw the unique equipment for Belarus in work. For example, there is a CNC lathe by Akuma at the SkyWay production facility. That is the second such machine in Belarus. The first one is used at the enterprise of military industry, so this is very awesome. And the company Unibus String Tags Technologies regularly cooperates with universities from different countries to support young scientists. And here, and I will bring out some of these institutions, for example, Academy of Science of Belarus, then Belarusian National Technical University, then Belarusian State University of Transport, then Russian Transport University, MIIT, then Ural Federal University, Slovak Technical University, and British Institute of Technology of Wessex, for example. And the SkyWay Innovation Center is also under construction in the UAE as part of Sharjah Science and Technology Park, and the SkyWay Institute is planned to be opened there as well. So let's wait this. Awesome. And one of the video which will bring out the main aspects of this technology and show us and demonstrate us or bring out why SkyWay is even smoother than luxurious cars. And basically this video is about the technical aspects of SkyWay. I will try to describe you more about this video. So this well, basically it is an overview of the rigid track structure that is behind the man. You can see the deputy general designer for science, Sergei Artyushevsky. And according to Sergei, there was planned to build this is really important information. There was planned to build a 17-kilometer long rigid track at the Eco TechnoPark. However, the construction could not be implemented because of the protected marshes along the track path. So because of that, the length of the existing track is only 1 kilometer. And because of that is 1 kilometer, we cannot test higher speeds than 100 kilometers per hour. But the machines are possible. But it's possible to use these models to go well in a city 150 kilometers per hour and the high-speed Unibus 500 kilometers per hour. And as Sergei noted, that the length of the rigid track at the Eco TechnoPark is not enough to test the high-speed Unibus at the speeds up to 500 kilometers per hour, and that is why today, congratulations, a new 22-kilometer long track is under development. So there will be a transport, where the transport will be able to show maximum speed. And of course, again, more details from the video. This video is 4 minutes and 20 seconds long, so I recommend you to take a look at it. So I thank you all for coming today. I will for today I will finish. But the next webinar will be held on 13th of August at the same time, 7 p.m. Minsk, Moscow time. And we'll talk about more about the reasons why SkyWay is here to stay and why SkyWay will be implemented almost everywhere in the world. So the 7 whys is the name of the presentation. And I recommend all of you to bring your colleagues and friends and the relatives to the presentation as well, so they will also hear and understand more about why SkyWay is the technology that is going to rule in the world and how can we be a part of it. So I'm sorry I hadn't told you before or today's presentation about the offer but at the moment, if you go to back office, you can see there is a Step Up 2021 campaign, which is basically a campaign where it will last for about 40 minutes more, 40 days more, and until then we can receive shares, twice or even 3 times more shares for our investments. And this, well, basically we had chance to receive so much shares for our investments approximately 2 years ago. So this is something huge that our company has done for us. Maybe it's because of the COVID-19, so they could still move on and receive fuel, so to say, and or gas, because money is necessary to continue constructing and building the technology. And this is something special that is going on right now. So after 40 days, we will never see such a great campaign. So be sure to go your back office, take a look at the campaign, read the description of it, and make the best choice you can for yourself and for your family and for your next generations. I thank you, and I wish you a good night, and see you next time. Yes, Timo, thank you too.